I'm good.
Okay. Welcome to Disgruntled, the podcast where we process the minor inconveniences that feel like personal attacks.
Traffic, conference calls, group texts, no one's safe.
We're not here to fix anything. We're here to vent, to spiral, and to laugh instead of scream.
Basically, it's therapy, but with less crying and more yelling into the void.
And just so we don't get fired, the views expressed in the podcast are ours and ours alone. They do not reflect the opinions of our employers, past, present, or future.
Or yours, or anyone's really.
We're not really professionals. We're just professionally done with everything.
Call us today, cry for help, but make it funny at 479-222-1251.
Or you can find us at disgruntlednetwork.org and submit your unfortunate ramblings via form.
And visit the link in the bio for more details.
Anyway, so we're your host of Disgruntled. I'm Bailey Bolin.
I'm Gillian Johnson.
And let's get into the episode.
How are you?
That's a fitting start. I am so glad that you texted me that you wanted to record right now because I get to sit down. And I'm so grateful to be sitting down. Yeah.
Have you been working the entire time?
The entire time.
It's only because your mom's there.
I forgot what resting is. We reached the point today where we had finished the inside and then she had me cleaning the windows from the outside today. So we've reached a whole new level. And we were, I am not okay. I think it would take the rest of this episode to list all of the things that my mother has made me clean in the last 5 days. I mean, we've washed every bit of clothing I've ever owned or ever will own. I've done everything top to bottom. We just now got done cleaning ceiling fans, which is why I'm grateful to be sitting down. We have done ceiling fans. We've dusted my entire bedroom. We've reorganized. We've mopped. We've vacuumed. We've changed sheets. We've washed the dog. We've decluttered, reorganized.
And for a little context, Jill has been snowed in the house with her mom for the past 5 days.
We've done all of the dishes. We've cleaned the shower. I've deep cleaned the entire bathroom. I can keep going. We've basically reupholstered some furniture, put together a puzzle, glued said puzzle, reorganized the kitchen.
I saw something on TikTok that made me think of that when you said you glued your puzzle.
Oh,
you can
really?
tape them.
I have tried
like
that.
Masking tape. So if you tape the front, you can turn it over and tape the back and take the front off.
Yes.
Blew my mind.
It's so good. I would be doing that, but I spent a lot of money on Mod Podge at Michael's. So until that runs out, I will try that. I can't even... Oh, tonight we're making candles. I've just been trying to find... You know how, moms have to make up activities for their toddlers when they're young?
Uh-huh.
The roles have reversed. I'm trying to sit down and get my mom. I have to give her adult midlife crisis activities to sit down and do.
It's so funny because one thing about my mom's going to sit. My mom's going to sit. My mom's going to watch TV. My mom's going to say, let's go grab Mexican food. That's what she's going to do. We're going to watch a show. We're going to finish the series. That's what we would do. If we were snowed in together, just me and her, we would rot on the couch.
That used to be her.
Little Mr. Jimmy G is not that way.
Yeah, what have you been doing?
Jimmy has to rearrange the house. He has to... okay, first of all, somebody tell me how to disable eBay on someone else's phone. Because he
for sure.
has bought entirely too much crap, for one. and I shouldn't knock it because it's his hobby and all that jazz, and it's not like it's breaking the bank, but still yet. Yeah, so he has been head deep in eBay. What else? He'll randomly say, "Let's go for a drive." Mind you, there's a solid sheet of ice on the road. And whose car are we taking? Not his. His doesn't drive well in the snow. We have to take mine. I'm like,
Oh.
great, cool. Let's do it. Let's wrap my car around a tree. Anyway,
Facts.
that has not happened. I've worked from home the past few days, which has been nice. I say nice, but
That's a whole nother.
it has its own challenges at the same time. So, been doing that, but yeah, that's basically it. So,
I have spent most of the day, well, a lot of the day, a portion of the day is between me and Mom. A portion of the day trying to shovel snow out of the ground so we could get Liam's charger out of where we had parked it underneath the cover. That's been fun. That's been a lot
oh
of fun.
god,
Yeah. Finally got it because he got cleared to go to work tomorrow at 10 a.m. So you best believe that car was gonna make its way
Yep.
out my driveway tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So been making sure that his car is running for him to go to work in the morning. So
I was gonna
that
go to
is
work
all.
today. Like I got up and I was ready and like all that stuff, and then I went outside to get my car and I fell. And I didn't hurt
Baby.
myself. The only thing I bruised was my ego. But immediately got up, messaged my team and said, "I'm working from home. I'm giving it another day to thaw out." And so I worked from home today.
That's a wise decision.
Yeah. Yeah, so fun times. Fun times. I'm ready for it to melt. I'm ready for it to be over. Ready to move on.
Yeah. Repercussions. I'm going to have to do some down and dirty work for the next month to pay this water bill. That's my disgruntled of the week, is because I could hear for the last 5 days my hard-earned money going right down the damn drain. And it hit something in me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I am scared to look at my water bill and my power bill for this month and next month, because I'm gonna have to be don't ask no questions if you see me on these streets, because my job is I'm trying to pay this water bill.
Right.
That's mine.
I'm just trying to not worry about the electric bill. That has not worked. So, yeah, which I'm good with the house being like 67, 66. I have booties, like I have socks that I can put on that are very, very warm. I wear a sweatshirt, I have fleece pajamas and all those things. Like I can keep myself warm. Jimmy cannot regulate. So he thinks instead of like getting a blanket, wrapping up in a blanket, or like, you're sitting in your chair, grab yourself a blanket, put a throw on your feet, something like that. No, he's got to go hike this freaking heater up to 70 and lights me on fire, and I have to shed every freaking layer that I have on. Oh my God, drives me nuts. Drives me nuts. And then it's even worse, like at night, like when we sleep, when we go to bed or whatever, because like I naturally sleep hot, but I naturally sleep with like 3 fans,
Yeah. I call it your wind tunnel.
Yes. But my room, like, it stays hot. That room stays hot during the night. And like there's 2 vents in there. I've closed one completely. It's still getting hot at night. It could be that I have 3 dogs laying on top of me the entire night. But
yeah,
you win some, you lose some. What can I say? So yeah, I'm ready for the electric bill to go down to normal, basically. So, my complaint for this week is going to be a little bit of a downer.
Oh. Well, okay,
And maybe
first
it's
of all,
just
let's talk about
because
my 5 minutes of
Yeah.
ranting about my mother. I think we're already down the
Well,
hill, Bailey.
well, at
Go
least yours
ahead.
was funny. Mine's not.
Oh.
And maybe it's just being home, like being stuck at home for so long and like not being in my normal routine. But I am in the trenches, definitely in the trenches, and like depressed, defeated, like imposter syndrome really bad right now. Don't know why, because like I am great. I mean, I can't, period. It is what it is.
Some
But I'm
water?
dealing with that currently. Um, so that's been fun. And then the main reason why is I am obviously on social media, which I am planning on taking a break from because I need it. And the events in the world are devastating, like absolutely devastating. And it feels so heavy right now. And like, like I don't want to go to work. I don't want to have to work. I don't want to have to stay and support. Like, I don't want to have to like commingle with people who actively support what's going on. And
Yeah.
I know there are people like that. Does that mean that I am not able to separate, like, that from work or friendships or relationships? No, it doesn't mean that. It really doesn't. But it's extremely difficult for me because, in my point of view, there's no other point of view about what's happening because it is so wrong
Right.
to me. And so that's been hard for
Yep.
me to digest, which is fine. That's fine. And it'll take time and everything else that comes with it. But it's been rough. It's been rough. It's
Yeah,
been
it
really
has.
rough. Really, really rough. Like, I can't imagine having to wonder and worry if I'm going to make it home one day. You know?
Yeah. To your
And I haven't
family.
cried on this podcast yet, but I'm real close because it's really, really hard. And like, it doesn't even, like, it doesn't fully straight up affect me, but it affects people I know and people that I'm really close with and people that I'm around. And like, it just sucks. It sucks. And it feels like the world is screaming and no one is listening. And like the people that are put in charge to make sure that, people are taken care of and like we care for our people and all of those things. Where are they? Where are they? Because I see a handful of them and they don't have a loud enough voice. And it's just, it feels like you're going up against a beast. And like, I know, like, it's happened like time and time again where sooner or later good will prevail. It happens. It happens. But I'm just getting really tired of having to live through history. And I'm getting really tired of having all of that weight put down on these people. And like, the bills keep coming. And like, the world keeps turning. And people can't afford groceries. They can't afford to live. Like, I just don't
Or
get it.
houses or anything. Exactly.
Right. Right. I just don't get it. And that is me crying on the podcast for the first time. Did I
It
think
was inevitable.
did I think that it would happen before episode 27? Yes, I did.
Yes.
I sure did. I sure did. But it hasn't, and I've been able to keep it in. It's just Right now it's awful. It's a bad
Oh.
time. It's hard. And like, I couldn't imagine having to worry about, like, I saw one, and I'll leave it with this, but like, I saw one story of a woman going into court or something, like, for citizenship, went into court for citizenship. Her husband is a citizen, and they detained her. They detained her and
Mm.
deported her back. And like, it's just crazy to me because like, people are coming here for a better life, and we aren't making that for them. And I don't understand how people
No.
don't feel the weight of that, because like, thankfully, I don't have blood on my hands. I haven't caused any of this. I know where I voted. Um,
That
but I don't understand how the people that have actively encouraged this behavior are able to sleep at night. I truly, truly, truly don't. And I am open to discussion. And if you are one of those people, please reach out. I'd love to pick your brain because I don't understand it. And that's where I'm having difficulties right now. So that's me. I'm going to stop crying. We will get back to our normal fun content. And we're going to hear a word from our sponsors right now. So let's go for that. Oh, Jill.
I love you, Bailey. You know what'd be great right now? A sponsor.
You know what's even better than rage? Revenue.
If you're listening and you've got a product, email us or send us cash. We're open.
There's this one, and this one will really actually make me cry, so I probably shouldn't even talk about it. But like, there's this one of this little boy when he was in kindergarten, and they took him. They took him. I can't.
Oh no.
I can't deal with that. So, that being said, I will be taking a break from social media. Oh. Okay. We're back. We're back. Because I have a job to do, and Jill has a job to do, and that's why we're here. We're not here to cry with each other. So,
But it's still okay though.
yeah. Will you do number 1 while I finish up?
Yeah, absolutely, I will. Yes, of
Thank you.
course. Because we have pulled through all of our wonderful submissions this week, and I picked this one to be first. I've got Taylor from Nashville, Tennessee, and boy, when I tell you I thought Arkansas had it bad, boy, Nashville's nipples were frozen, okay? Like, they got it hard in Tennessee for ice. So bless them. I hope everyone in Tennessee is doing okay and de-thawing. Warmer weather ahead, people. So Taylor from Nashville said, my sibling has recently decided that they are the official narrator of our childhood. According to them, we grew up so poor, our parents did their best, and everything was kind of magical in its own way. You know, that's fascinating because I distinctively remember chaos, emotional neglect, and eating butter noodles 5 nights a week. Anytime I bring up something bad, they jump in and it's like, that's not how I remember it. As if memory is somehow a group project that we're all being editors of. I'm disgruntled because I'm not asking them to agree. I'm asking them to stop gaslighting me in front of strangers like it's a TED Talk. And Taylor, get them.
Well, and like, this is the thing about people having different viewpoints. So how I see something is different from how someone else sees something. And And that's how it is. My sister and I, we have different viewpoints on things that had happened when we grew up. Luckily, you didn't have to deal with that because you are the only child.
I am.
But
I don't know. Some say it's a blessing, some say it's a curse. I currently say blessing because my mother feels like my sibling. But yeah.
right, right.
Only child, yeah.
But that doesn't negate your experiences. So I experienced things that Kaylee did not. Kaylee experienced things that I did not experience. So we both have our own recollection of things that happened that I might not even recognize or realize that was happening at that time, and vice versa. So like, and let's take it even a step further. I react to things differently than Kaylee reacts to things. And she reacts to things completely differently than I do. So just because it didn't upset me, hurt me, doesn't mean it didn't upset her or hurt her. And same thing the other way around. So Taylor, I do agree that gaslighting you is not the right approach at all. Like at all. And if she saw it as magical and like all of those things, that's her. That's cool. But you are still entitled to your opinion of how you recall it and how you experience these things.
Mhm.
But that's just me.
Getting down and deep too this week, she might just be like trauma brain responding, like glamoring some things up, not
Oh,
accepting
absolutely.
it for what it really was. Like,
Absolutely. And then like
some people have a hard time with that.
and it even happens too of sometimes we tend to make things less severe than they are because that's how we got through it. You know what I mean? Whereas like later down the road when you tell somebody a story, they'll say, That's a really traumatic thing that happened to you. Whereas I might laugh it off because like that's just another day in my neighborhood. You know what I mean? To someone else, it's a traumatic experience
Yeah.
because it is. It is. I mean, it's trauma, period. So, yeah. Ugh. I agree with that. I have a pimple coming up over here in 13th reason. I'm telling you right now, 13th reason. Because I
I'm
can't
telling
leave it
you, I
alone.
had one over here. I think you can see next to my ear. Oh, that one. Oh my God. It felt like a third ear hole. Like, I don't even know how that happens. Like, that is in a place I didn't even think could be uncomfortable. And it somehow made it that way. Oh. But yes, Taylor,
Who was that?
I am so sorry. That was Taylor from Nashville.
Taylor from Nashville, thank you for your submission. Hang in there. And if she tries to gaslight you again, just look at her and say, I don't personally remember it that way. It shuts it down. It shuts it down completely. I personally don't remember it that way. And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with establishing a boundary at all. At all. Taylor, thank you for your submission, sister girl. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Now, I have Kara from Wisconsin. And I relate to Kara a lot, actually. And it's funny because I was going to, like, going into this episode, I was going to have Jill read hers first, and then I was going to read the first one, and then Jill was going to read the second one, but I needed that little buffer time. So, did not work out that way. Let me try it again. Kara from Wisconsin says, I'm a 30-year-old woman with a stable career, making well over 6 figures. I have the degrees, the bachelor's, the master's, and even working on my doctorate. I bought my home in a gated community and I drive an exotic car. So please tell me why my mother thinks it's an absolute sin that I am not married and I do not have multiple kids by now. Paula, I do not want kids. It isn't that big of a deal. And as for a man, the last thing I want is for some mediocre man to come around here and expect me to get rid of my name that I've built by myself. Hell, it might even be a woman at this point. I'm down to clown. But I'm getting really tired of the imposed timelines that it feels like everyone around me keeps pushing towards me.
Point blank period.
Kara, you
Point
just
blank
said
period.
what every single person, like at the age of 28 with no kids, feels. Because, like, I don't want kids. I
yeah.
do not want kids. I don't want kids, period. I don't want kids. Why would I want to bring kids into this? That's ridiculous. That's crazy. And like, I get it. I get it. And like, if you're happy and successful and you feel fulfilled and all of these things, why does it matter? Why does it matter? Because if Paula wants you to go out there and have kids, just because that's what you're supposed to do, I personally have a problem with that. Because just because it was right for her doesn't mean it's right for you. And like, I understand the whole, I want grandkids. Like, I get that. I completely get that. But there is a time and a place that can happen. And it is what it is. You can't tell me that you don't have nieces and nephews that you can't treat as your grandkids. Like, you can't. You can't.
Correct.
There will always be someone down the road that you can treat as your own, that you can take in as chosen family rather than biological family. And maybe one day down the road, Kara, or myself included, we might want to have a kid down the road and we might choose to adopt and all of these things. Just because it's a finite point of view right now doesn't mean it's a forever point of view, if that makes sense. Because like, I think of it too. I don't want kids right now, period. I don't. But like, down the road when I'm 60, 70 years old, and inevitably Jimmy goes before me, whether it be by my hand or God's, I'm going to be alone. Like, who's going to take care of me?
I bet it's on your. Yeah.
You know, that's right. But like, for real, who's going to take care of me at that point in time? Like, I have nephews. Like, I have a nephew, and then he has a nephew, and I think that they would want to be in my life and all those things. But I don't know. It's just weird. It's weird. It's weird, and it's crazy to think about that far down the line. I just don't get it. But the timeline that you choose is your correct timeline.
Right. I think and this is where me and my mom have disagreed a lot, because we've talked about this extensively, because Paula and Elisa have a lot in common in the fact that my mother is very disappointed in a way that I don't have kids at 28 years old. Now, she's grown to accept it, because I've been telling her that that's my choice from basically since 18. Because she had me so late in life. So she, her mantra was, I'm already old. You better get them before I'm dead and in the ground. And I'm like, you are so dramatic right now. And I don't even. And she was like, well, I just feel sorry for you, because, again, it's the same thing of like, who's going to take care of you when you're older? And I was like, Mom, just because you have kids does not mean that you have a built-in guardianship. It does not mean you have given birth to your future caregiver. That's not how that works. Like, there are families with 8 kids who their family doesn't have anyone to take care of them, because it's not just because you're a kid that means that you're an innate caregiver and provider and guardian. That's not what that entails, because I've seen it firsthand in my family. Just because you have given birth to someone does not mean that they're going to be there for you in the end. That's not a guarantee.
That's the truth.
Life doesn't work that way. And
that's the truth.
Now I'm going to start crying. So it's like, so my mom asked me, well, who's going to take care of you? I was like, Mom, the nice people in the nursing home that I'm going to pay a lot of money for. You know, like I'm going to be
Right.
on a beach with my cabana man who I'm going to pay really nice to serve me the
Jill,
drinks. Like
Jill,
I am going to be okay.
when it comes time, we will Thelma and Louise
Yeah.
it. I'm telling you
Yes,
right now,
that's what I've
we
told
would
her.
go
I have a
straight off a
contingency
cliff.
plan that you that you've never asked me for. I've got this covered. Me and Bailey have got this covered. We're both going to be in the same elder care facility, driving a Chevy Malibu off into the sunset. Like, we've got this covered.
Yes.
We're going to be okay.
Yes.
I don't want to rely on that. I feel fulfilled. You feel fulfilled. We're all fulfilled around here. I've got a dog. That's your grandson. We're good for right now. And she has finally come. And again, I'll speak to this because I've experienced it like literally with her firsthand. Like she's come to a place where she accepts it, and she's kind of to the place where she's so okay with it that like she's moved past it, and then wanted that relationship and bonding time more with me. So it's kind of, you know, like our relationship is as strong as it's ever been, and that's done wonderful things for me and her. So like she was able to accept it, and then our relationship got even better. So there is an outside, there is a good side to it. There is an overflow, and again, she might, you know, lose her mind if I ever decide to adopt kids and have them, and we will reach that point when we get there. But until then,
I personally don't see that happening.
I promise you. I promise you that Paula will move on. I promise you. So let's wish the best for Paula right now, because she's gonna have to accept it, Kara. Gonna have to accept it.
Yeah, Paula will move on. Paula will understand. Also, you're doing good. Like, you're doing good in life. And, like, we shouldn't rely on someone else's opinion to tell us that. You need to tell that to yourself, and you need to believe that, live with it, stick with it, and keep it, because that's true. So, before I start crying again, let's go ahead and take a break, and we will be right back.
This ad space is currently open. Your product could be pitched here by two emotionally stable podcast hosts who definitely aren't yelling into the void. Just saying.
Okay, we are back. Jill, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see what we got next. We have got Jenna from New Jersey. Jenna says, I went on 2 dates with a guy. 2. This week he posted a photo of his dinner with the caption date night with a heart emoji and tagged the restaurant we went to. Not a tag of me, but everyone knows him and knows it was me. I got 3 DMs asking if we were official. I didn't even know I was in a soft launch territory. I thought we were in that, you know, little phase where do I actually like him or am I just bored? Now I feel like I missed a meeting. I definitely missed a meeting. Oh my God, Jenna. That's a little much. Little much.
So,
another reason to take a break from social media. Cause that.
For real. For real. Since when did we have a soft launch phase? Because I don't remember that. Like,
soft launch phase is them meeting your friends, but that's how I always kind of felt it was, you know, like before you start going and like introducing to family and things, you always see if the friends approve first before you make, I don't know. That's more of a...
Well, I am the very last person to be giving advice on this topic. Because I'll just go ahead and tell that story. Jimmy and I started dating in November, maybe late October of 2019.
Yeah.
Moved in together in November on campus in an on-campus apartment, BT Dubs.
Yep.
And we got married the following April.
Yep. without telling me, by the way. Oh, I was so
Yeah.
mad at Jimmy. I was
Yeah,
so mad.
so obviously hindsight is 2020. Would I do it the same? Probably. Have we went through a lot in those 7 years we've been married? Absolutely. Were there days that I didn't feel like we would make it to the next? 100%. But we're good. We're good now. So I'm the very last one to be talking about like any soft launch phase, because people found, like, we told specific like people on my side prior to getting married or whatever, and like they knew him and stuff, but no one else knew until I posted that I was in a relationship with him, like on social media.
Yep.
And I thought that was hilarious because I love the drama of it. Let's be honest. I love the drama of it all. So yeah, I posted a post on Facebook, and that's how people found out. Actually, that's how people finally found out that I was gay, like solidified, like I said it myself.
Right?
Which, let's be honest, like you've always known, you know. So that was fun. That was really fun. So yeah, I'm not the one to be giving advice on a short relationship at all.
I'm still engaged. So
Yeah, Jill's been engaged for like 8 years. It's fine.
yeah, so I'm the definition of a soft launch at this point. I also have no advice.
How long have you been engaged?
I don't want to add it up. I don't.
Is it 3 years?
I think it's got to be. I think I'd have to send, and the only reason that I keep up with it is I have to go through text messages of when I first announced the next day to all my friends that I had gotten engaged. I still have to go back to that text thread. So that would take me some time to do so. I think it has been 3 years.
I think it's been 3
has.
years.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
been
so.
3. It's been 3. But
It's
in the
fine.
context, it's fine. Well, I just haven't had my life together, and it's a big part of
Yeah.
that. And I just want to feel stable. But that's a lot to ask for now these days. So I don't know if we'll ever reach a point where I feel stable, and that's where we're that's where we're getting, and that's what we're
I'm loving this
waiting.
conversation.
As my mic drops, that was greatly tuned out. As Pickle Rick in the background, I don't know what I got going on. I'm still at 28 years old, thought I'd have more of my life together, but I am just happy right now to be where I'm at and in the place I'm at. And for anybody who tells me why I haven't had my wedding yet, I'm gonna go tell you, and this is for a lot of my listeners. I have not gotten married. Mind your beeswax, okay? That's from my throat. Mind your business. I'm trying to get my life together, and when I do, and when the wedding invitations go out, you'll see them, okay? And until then, boo boo, yes, I am still engaged. I don't have my ring on. I took a shower earlier.
I outgrew mine.
Yeah, so I will get married when I get married. I'm waiting for a happier time. It just hasn't come yet. So we'll.
Period. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Like, period.
I am living my best life. Drinking hot chocolate out of my favorite mug, which is I'm not feeling worky today. And
understandable.
Moving on. But
let's go ahead and say something to Jenna. Jenna, if it feels weird to you, it's weird to you. And that's all that matters. Period.
Just go ahead with that one, because that is.
And like, I feel like Jimmy liked me before I liked him.
I think we have such strong personalities. Liam was the same way. I think that's always how it goes.
Right. I'm just likable. I can't help it. And I'm thankful for that.
Yes.
But yeah, Jenna, if it's weird to you, it's weird to you. There's no, I mean, let it go. Move on to the next, and you're going to find what's meant for you. There's no, I mean, there's no sense in rushing it if you don't have to rush it. So, and you don't have to rush it in any circumstance, honestly, at all.
I think he posted that for a reaction, and I think he's
True.
waiting for your reaction. And I
True.
think this is all just a test, and he's playing mind games, and it's your decision on whether or not you want to play these mind games.
Yeah.
Go for it.
But I'll tell you right now, the mind games aren't fun. Anyway, moving on. Moving on.
What do we got next, baby?
So next, you know how last week we talked about Zach from Nevada? He was the guy that went on a Grindr date and had all the dolls.
Yes, Annabelle. We found her. She was at that Grindr date.
Well, Zach is back. And it got worse.
No. Oh, okay.
So
I'm on the edge of my seat.
Zach from Nevada says, "Hi, it's me, the porcelain doll guy from Grindr." He says,
That's a tagline.
He says, "I wish this was a one and done trauma, but unfortunately I'm back with an update. After I left his house and blocked him on Grindr, I thought the chapter was closed, but it wasn't. 2 days later, I got a text from an unknown number that said, 'Hey, it's me.' Already a bad start. Zach didn't reply, but he followed up. Okay. So the guy that he got the text from followed up and said, 'I realized Grindr doesn't always show notifications.' So Zach says, 'Sir, I blocked you.' So then the Grindr guy sends pictures, not of himself, but of the dolls. He said he wanted to reassure me that they are more decorative than spiritual, and that only a few of them were inherited. Inherited from where? He explained that some people think porcelain dolls are creepy because they hold energy, but that he cleanses them when needed. When needed. He ended the message by saying he understood if I wasn't ready to come back over, but he'd be willing to meet somewhere neutral, and that the dolls won't have to travel. The dolls don't travel well anyway. Zach has since changed his Grindr bio, his settings, and his will. He went on one casual hookup and accidentally became supporting character in a haunted Victorian novella. Zach.
I'm speechless.
Zach.
Oh.
Lord, you gotta take care of yourself, kid. Like, you can't. How to get your phone number?
You need to sage your house. You need to.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to sage that iPhone.
Yeah, I think you need to get a new one. Is it time for an upgrade? Because
Right.
I would change my number. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's psychotic. That's psychotic. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Don't get notifications. Hey, that boy knew he was blocked. Boy knew. He just didn't want to admit to himself he was blocked.
Right. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just don't get it. I don't understand why some people can't take a hint. And it wasn't even a hint. It was a loud flashing sign that said, "I am not interested." And you chose to ignore it anyway. So now I'm going to have to embarrass you. Ridiculous.
Fact.
Ridiculous.
I just wanna,
Zach?
no. I need to know when needed. I'm still on the when needed. I'm gonna forever be at the when needed, because what do you mean they hold energy and I only cleanse it when? What are we cleansing? Because I'm telling you, I told you from the beginning, Annabelle. I'm just not.
There is no doubt in my mind that there is at least one of those dolls that are haunted. At least.
Oh, for sure.
At least.
Casper's in the other one. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe Jeannie's in another one, but God help us all. That
Crazy.
is. Mm-mm.
Well, Zach, I hope you've seen different people besides this porcelain doll guy, because I'm sure there's at least one person out there that has different hobbies.
Has
So
got to be. Has got to
please.
be.
Also, I'm here for all these bad hookup stories. Like I am so here for this. I am so here for it.
We've got a vibe here going, and I'm gunning down. I'm down. 'Cause this is porcelain dolls. This is stuff like you hear about or see in movies and TV shows, and you don't really think happens to real people until you get onto a podcast and realize, by damn it, this does happen to real freaking people. And it's not just in the next
Absolutely.
episode of Hoarders. This is real
Absolutely.
people.
I do want to do something different before we close.
Uh-oh. Is it time for me to gripe more? Ooh.
No. So
Oh.
I was trying to make myself feel better earlier, and I watched an episode of So True with Caleb Heron and Brittany Broski. And he asked her a question that really piqued my interest. And so I want to ask you that question.
Uh-oh.
So 5 years from now, no restrictions at all. 5 years from now, describe your perfect day.
Oh. Okay. Well, see, mine's gonna be wasted because my perfect day is sleeping in until about 11 o'clock. Sleeping in, Nico going outside without me needing to take him. So probably Leon going to take Nico out and then him coming back and cuddling with me till about, again, noonish. And then going for a brunch somewhere with a big fat mimosa. And maybe some chorizo, some waffles. I don't know. Some eggs. I think I might be hungry. This might be just me.
Yeah.
This is my mukbang at this point. And then, perfect day. Oh, then going to take Nico to the dog park, watch him run around, take a book, read a little bit while he gets to play. I love doing that. Enjoy it has to be hot and it has to be sunny. Let's do this. This stuff is for the birds. I hope this perfect day is not 5 years from today because I hate the winter. Summertime, then take Nico back. Go for a nice dinner somewhere and then maybe like a walk downtown. You know, like in
I
the
love
across the
that.
bridge. Yeah, and then come home and hang out with my friends drinking, and then me and you cuddled up on the couch watching a movie and then blissfully falling asleep.
Yeah. It's funny because, like, I have, like, 5 different versions of a perfect day.
I know, like, that was
like
just one of the next one is just me and you on
Right.
Panama City Beach.
100%. No, 100%.
Yeah.
Like, I think a perfect day for me, if, like, Jimmy wasn't in the equation, didn't have the dogs, etc., whatever, which that's not gonna happen. Me and you just laying on a beach and preferably some
Yes.
type of cabana boy that is bringing us fruity
Yes.
drinks.
Yep.
Yours will have alcohol, mine will not.
Yes. I'm drinking for
And
two.
like in like a private beach with a big beach house. And it's just me and you against the world, you know? I would love that. That sounds awesome. Another perfect day for me would be to be where I want to be with Disgruntled
Oh,
Network.
that's a good one.
And
Yeah,
this
with
podcast,
with us and our factory.
this
Yes.
podcast and the things that people don't know about that are running through my head at all times. If those things were to come to fruition and to come to light, I feel like my perfect day would be every day, to be honest, because I don't mind doing the work. I don't mind putting in the time. I don't mind getting to know people, like getting to know my people and all of those things. To have something that's mine, that I built from scratch, that is wildly successful and has completely changed the life of not only me, not only you, but like the lives of everybody else that also work alongside us and do the job and all of those things. That would be a perfect life in my point of view.
It would be.
So, yeah, I'm here for that. So let's wrap it up.
Let's do
This
it.
has been episode 27, Bailey Cries, which is what I'm going to title this episode.
I was hoping.
It has only taken 26 episodes. Also, let's talk about that for a second. This is our halfway point for a year.
Oh my! Oh, when you say it like that, I didn't even think about that. Ah! Oh my God!
We have been disgruntled for half a year. And let's be honest, 28 of them,
We have.
to be clear. But that's awesome.
All 28.
Yes, that's awesome. I'm very thankful to be able to have the time to sit down with you and to laugh and to cry and to vent and to scream into the void that no one ever listens to. So very thankful for that. But before I start crying again, at least, you can follow us on every social media there ever is. I am not going to be active on social media because I can't take it anymore. But follow us there. Our link tree is going to be above my head right here because I did that right now. Go there, click all the links. It helps the algorithms, etc. You can call us or text us at 479-222-1251. Haven't had those in a while. And honestly, it's because I just keep forgetting to check them before we do this. So sorry about that. Need to do that. So that's fun. So that's available. You can go to our website at www.disgruntlednetwork.org. You can listen to the episode there, or you can find us on YouTube at Disgruntled Network, pretty sure. Find us on YouTube. That's where our video episodes live, so you can see me cry and you can see Jill sit there and support me like the best friend she is. So that's the only place that lives. Be sure to rate, review, subscribe, let people know how disgruntled you are. Also, we have merch. It's at disgruntled.shop. Go there, buy us out. That's all I need. Just buy us out. At this point, I'll beg. Why not? What's it gonna hurt? So,
Please do.
with that being said, we'll see you next week, and hopefully it won't be as heavy. But you know how it is out there.
Sometimes
So,
it has to be.
love y'all. Mean it. See you next time. Jill, love you. This has been a Disgruntled Network multimedia production.
Created by people with a lot of opinions and just enough time to share them.
Executive produced by Gillian Johnson and Bailey Bolin.
If you liked what you heard, don't forget to scream into the void or, leave us a review.